Buenas tardes y bienvenidos a todos. Good afternoon and welcome everyone. Welcome to a community dedicated to providing spiritual tools for living a happy and full life. And welcome to a new year, a new month, and a new annual theme. My name is Karina Shearer, and I'm the Spiritual Director and Founding Minister here at the Center for Spiritual Living Puerto Vallarta. If you would like to become a member with our center, then please contact me for more information. Today is Saturday, January 9th, 2021. And we are continuing with an annual theme this year. And this year it is Timeless Wisdom, Evolutionary Vision. The topic for this month of January is also Timeless Wisdom, Evolutionary Vision. And the topic for this week is Grounded Beyond the Beginning. We open each week with a spiritual practice called Affirmative Prayer, also known as Spiritual Mind Treatment. And this is a powerful tool and a practical tool that shifts our consciousness so that we are open and available to accept the good that is already present in our life. It aligns our thoughts with all good. So let's move into today's service with intention, as we do each week, with a reading from the Creative Thought magazine. I'll be reading from January 8th, 2014. And just a reminder that spiritual mind treatment is always done in the first person. So I invite you to close your eyes and take these words as your own, if you so choose. God's promise. There is one infinite, abundant source of good operating throughout the universe. I know that this loving, healing presence and I are one. I surrender in consciousness to this divine source of good and meditate on God's promise that the gift is already given. I affirm a life of peace, love, and joy. I affirm health, wellness, financial freedom, loving relationships, and an arena in which to practice my creative self-expression. The infinite's healing energy flows through every fiber and cell of my being. I release into this flow whatever hurts, angers, or resentments that I hold that may have blocked my greater good. I am now fully open to receive the good of God's promise. Gratefully, I release this word into mind with love, gratitude, and thanksgiving, knowing that its work is already done. And so it is. And that was submitted by licensed practitioner Erwin Wolfson from Sarasota, Florida. So now let's review our purpose, vision, and mission statements. Our purpose is to awaken and celebrate diversity and to love and serve our community. And we do this by means of our vision, which is to educate and support each other so we can create the life we desire that works for us right now. And this is supported by our mission, which is to provide spiritual tools for personal growth and transformation. So now, I welcome everyone again. Please know that whatever path you are on, whatever religious background you have, wherever you live, have your being, it's more important that you are here. So if this is your first time here with us, welcome. And if you are returning, then welcome back. Here we teach a philosophy called the Science of Mind, and it's a teaching based on New Thought and ancient wisdom. So we offer spiritual tools and principles to promote personal growth. And like I said, we honor diversity in all aspects so that we can see and appreciate the great oneness that already exists everywhere and within everyone. When Dr. Ernest Holmes founded this teaching back in the 1920s, he studied both Eastern and Western spiritual texts to create the Science of Mind, which focuses on the individual use of thoughts and this powerful thing called the mind. Each week, we offer a service with an inspirational message. And normally this is done at a downtown Puerto Vallarta restaurant, but we are still required to wear a mask while we are outside of the home. So I welcome you into my home via Zoom. Mi casa es su casa. My house is your house. But we look forward to once again supporting our local mom and pop style traditional restaurant where we can have some time afterwards for discussion and to enjoy some homestyle Mexican cooking. Hopefully that will be later on in this month of January. But just a heads up that we are also looking for a new location. So updated information on this will be posted on our website and Facebook page, as well as mentioned here the week prior. So if you have any questions or comments, you can post them online wherever you are watching this, or you can send me an email and I'll be sure to respond. As I mentioned earlier, this year's theme is Timeless Wisdom, Evolutionary Vision. And this month we explore the ancient and sacred wisdom that Science of Mind has drawn upon and begin to contemplate the trajectory of our movement and our individual consciousness. We stand on the shoulders of giants, those that have come before us, to see new horizons. Remembering that the foundational principles upon which our faith is built, we honor many traditions, which Science of Mind has used as springboards and delve into the deeper truth behind these teachings. All is one and always has been. We envision all people, all beings, and all life as expressions of God. We see a world in which every person is in alignment with his or her highest spiritual principle, emphasizing unity with God, spirit, divine source, energy, whatever words you choose to refer to it as, and also to connect with each other. In a world which individually and collectively, we are all called to that higher state of consciousness and action. We are in this together. This one manifests itself in and through all creation. We call it by many names, including but not limited to God, life, universal spirit, infinite intelligence, first cause, or the thing itself. The one infinite reality is undivided, complete, and whole within itself. The oneness creates everything out of itself, and therefore includes both the absolute and relative, tangible and intangible, physical and metaphysical aspects of reality. I'd like to share with you this quote from Ernest Holmes from the introduction in the book, What Religious Science Teaches. He says, religious science is the result of the best thought of the ages. Taking the best from all sources, religious science has access to the highest enlightenment of the ages. Religious science reads every person's Bible and gleans the truths contained therein. It studies all people's thought and draws from each that which is true, without criticism, without judgment, but by true discrimination. That which is true and provable may be discovered and put to practical use. I've been practicing self-care a lot these past few days, especially after the chaotic events on January 6th at the US Capitol. I needed to get grounded and to renew my personal energy. Yesterday, I took advantage of the warmer temperatures and sunshine and went to the beach. I find that being next to the water is rejuvenating and relaxing. Listening to the waves and the sounds of the ocean, bare feet in the sand, soaking in the vitamin D, and as I'd like to say, vitamin C. Not the number or the letter C, but SEA, vitamin C. The day before, I decided that it was a good day to book a chiropractic appointment. It was just my luck that he had a cancellation that day that he wanted to fill. I opted for the combo number 2, called Chirogenics, which included a deep tissue percussion massage with a machine called a thumper. It felt like I was being attacked by a jackhammer. But each time he passed over my muscles with it, it would hit a little bit deeper. So many layers of pain to be revealed. As in spiritual mind treatment session, we need to reveal what needs to be healed, and we need to dig deep to get to the root cause. At the end of my session, I felt lighter and with a sense of freedom. It's important to honor our body, mind, and soul. Hence, my taking the 2 days to do exactly that. Dr. Holmes mentions, though, through his explanation of religious science, that religion and science walk hand in hand. For example, they are supportive of each other. Explore the concept of oneness, where religious and scientific principles manifest in demonstration. For example, healing. So, how many times have you experienced a spiritual mind treatment requesting healing and found that the next day your heart was a little lighter from sadness, perhaps, or your body was functioning at a greater capacity? Whatever your request was, I'm sure you noticed a demonstration taking place. So as I mentioned, going to the beach, putting my bare feet in the sand, it's a form of grounding. What is grounding? And specifically, spiritual grounding. Well, grounding is simply the process of bringing our attention out of our minds and into our bodies, and at the present moment, being in the now. Grounding helps us navigate and balance these aspects of being human so that we can feel centered, at peace, and in control of how we process energy in our day-to-day life. Grounding connects one to the heart, the seat of the intuition. Meditation and prayer are the most common spiritual practices used for grounding ourselves. So the practice and consistency of practice is essential for cultivating resilience in the practice. And I suggest the use of HeartMath Institute's heart-focused breathing coherence technique, which is simply use an easy to use breath technique or breathing technique. It's quite helpful to reduce the intensity of stress reaction to establish a calm, alert state. And it's easy to practice whether one feels stressed or not. It can be done with the eyes open or with the eyes closed and in the present moment. In a group setting, a synchronization of breathing and heart rate or heart rhythm may also occur. So let's just take a moment to experience this. So if you would like to just gently close your eyes and just focus your attention in the area of your heart. And imagine your breath is flowing in and out of your heart, breathing a little slower and deeper than usual. Find an easy rhythm that's comfortable for you. And just breathe. And allow yourself to feel the energetic of caring or compassion. And let the feeling tone be all around you, surrounding you, radiating the feeling to be around you, feeling your mental atmosphere and personal space. In the meditative space, be open to the heart's intelligence and be open to the expansive nature of the universe. And so just experience that. And when you are ready, you may open your eyes. So I'd like to touch on 3 key points today. And those are honor, being open, and vision. So honor in the dictionary is defined as having a high respect and great esteem. It is therefore important to honor ourselves, our colleagues, and our profession, and to maintain that honor in positions of leadership, whether it be in ministry, law, or any other position of power. The last 2 days, I was honoring myself, being open to new thoughts, new ideas, new ways of doing things. We are all one. We are intricately connected as a human race, and the actions of one can have far-reaching effects on others. What we believe, or the Declaration of Principles of the Science of Mind, contains the foundational principles of the Science of Mind philosophy. Inherent therein is the synthesis of thought from various spiritual traditions and philosophies that affirm the oneness of the universe. One God, one source, one Father, Mother of all, one religion, one mind, one life. Dr. Holmes's analysis of these principles illustrates how religious science keeps faith with the spiritual thought of the ages. And I'd like to share with you one of my most referenced quotes from Dr. Ernest Holmes. You are more than you appear to be. Life is greater than you have ever known it. The best is yet to come. And those are such wise words to keep us calm and centered at this time, when there's so many other things looking for our attention to distract us. But the best is yet to come. And our third point is vision. The sacred books of all peoples declare that God is one, a unity from which nothing can be excluded and to which nothing can be added. In our global vision, we see a world where all life and all people are seen as expressions of the divine. Yet we obscure social inequities, racial injustice, and disenfranchisement of people throughout our world. Deeply held beliefs of race superiority, preference, and privilege are not consistent with our spiritual and universal principles. Our evolutionary vision for humanity is a world where people live in alignment with spiritual truth. And I'd like to leave you with these two quotes from Dr. Ernest Holmes and from Carl Jung. Holmes says, "With a penetrating vision, you can dissipate the obstruction, remove the obstacle, dissolve the wrong condition." With a penetrating vision. And Carl Jung says, "Your vision will become clear only when you look into your heart. He who looks outside dreams. He who looks inside awakens." And in closing, from the beginning of creation, this unity of life was set in motion. Creation is defined as the giving of form to the substance of mind. It is the play of life itself, the action of a limitless imagination upon an infinite law. Through this unity, this one mind, any individual has the ability, through the power of the word, through our daily spiritual practice, to ground the self in the absolute knowing and practice of oneness, to manifest the thought of God, of true unity for all. So let's just contemplate what we believe. You can find a list of this on the website, www.cslpv.org, under the heading, What We Believe. So let's together create a world that works for everyone. And I'd like to share with you today our affirmation. Today, I am forever one with all life. And now, this is our time of mindful giving and financial support of our spiritual home. And we rely on your support to continue our center here in Puerto Vallarta so that we can continue offering this powerful teaching of the science of mind. And we bless the financial gifts that you give today. Every donation is greatly appreciated, whether it's $5 or $50 or just the cost of a cup of coffee. So at this time, we would usually pass the donation basket, but for now, donations can be made using our PayPal through our website. And I'll just put that up for you again. There you go. Our website again is www.cslpv.org. And you'll find the PayPal button on the landing page under Donate Now. Or if you would like to send a check, you can mail it to CSLPV number 403, 2125 Birch Road, Kelowna, BC, V1Y8N1. And all of this information, again, is on our landing page on our website. So as you are heading there to make your donation, if you would like to repeat after me our Offertory Affirmations. I know that my giving blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I give and receive. I do give eternal thanks for the abundance that is mine to share. So thank you for joining me here today, and thank you for your blessings and for your donations to our center. Know that you are loved. May you find peace and happiness in all that you do. Namaste.